First and foremost, there is a link down below in the description box to Louis Rossman's YouTube channel that talks about what I'm going to discuss very quickly, to give him credit, because I'm unable to pull up this document on my own because I've already accepted the terms and never read them. And then in the second link, I'm going to have the support.google.com's link to this article that's very close to this article, except for a few very, very hidden details that need to be shared. YouTube has changed their policies about a week-ish or so ago, making the whole platform even more politically correct than it ever was before. So if there's too much cursing, you could get flagged for old videos that you normally never would have been flagged on before. I'm already suffering that. Boogie2988, Rich from Review Tech USA, this guy maybe, and a bunch of others are already feeling those effects. Oh, but it gets better. Any money that you've made on those videos, let's say you made $10,000 in total on a video that was TOS friendly at the time, before today, they can claw back and make you pay back that $10,000. It's one thing if they prevented you moving forward from earning ad revenue on an old video that no longer meets today's standards. But to have you pay back the money is absolutely, absolutely ludicrous to me. It is beyond words in a dictionary. So what does it say? YouTube may either 1. Withhold or adjust partner earnings associated with a breach of terms, including the YouTube channel monetization policies, or 2. Charge back or offset such amounts against future partner earnings payable to you. YouTube will notify you if any of these circumstances occur and provide details about how you can appeal in accordance with these policies. Yeah, appeal, because that goes really well most of the time. Whereas in this one, if you do a quick Google search, it just says that we may withhold or adjust any of your revenues associated with violations of the YouTube channel monetization policies. We may also offset such amounts against future revenues payable to you. They don't use the word payback in here, but it does here say it. And it's quite scary. Again, in closing, there's a new rule. YouTube is more sensitive. So like in an hour video or in a stream, when I used to stream all the time, maybe in an hour I might have said the F word or something like that, maybe 5 or 6 times in an hour. Not like overly laced with profanity like a Joe Pesci or Al Pacino movie. But nonetheless, it's there. And for me to go through over 4,000 videos to, delete or unmonetize those videos, that doesn't even do anything. Because it's not about preventing the ad revenue moving forward, which would be one thing. Still ridiculous, but it would be one thing. So they want to claw back, like Tiger Claw back. See what I did there? All the money you've ever earned on those videos. Now, thankfully for me, most of my videos don't even make a penny. As a matter of fact, when I click on analytics, nothing shows up for ad revenue because I don't make any money. Per month I do. I make quite a few, several hundreds of dollars a month. But that's on a very few select amount of videos. Out of over 4,000 videos on my channel, I could delete like 5 videos and I'd be making no money. So it's scary for me and everybody else that's living, the YouTube world. I'm living a dream in a way. I've always dreamt of having a podcast, having a late night talk show host kind of gig, or YouTube. But I mean, obviously growing up in the 80s and 90s, this was like unfathomable in your head to have this kind of thing where everybody can be a Jimmy Kimmel or a Jimmy Fallon. I mean, my name's Phil, I'm not a Jimmy, so I mean, dreams are shattered right there. This is the next best thing. That was my attempt at cheap comedy, by the way, in case you didn't figure that out. I love what I do. And it gets harder and harder each year The rules are so vague or hard to find. Nobody's able to pull up this article that I'm showing you, right? People are having to go to their second channels after they've heard about it, and they're like, wait a second, can't find it. They're only able to find back the part that I showed you here, but they're not able to find the word where it says, in regards to the clawback, to having to pay back that money, the charge back. Right there. I'm blown away. Let me know down below in the comments section for a few reasons, because I care a little bit. And then the ulterior motive that it helps the channel, because, this video is going to go viral now. Let me know what you think. Are you affected by this? Did you know about this? Is this the first time you hear of it? Did you do like me on a monetized channel where you're like, yeah, new ad revenue? Because most of it had to do with the YouTube shorts, those short videos that you can do. I think it's to rival TikTok. I don't know. I don't do any of that crap. Uh-oh, I said the C word. That's it. My channel's going to shut down. I thought that's all I had to do with. I didn't bother really reading the fine print. This is the fine print, and you've accepted that. But it's still BS. Because if you don't accept it, they can just unmonetize you, and you get no ad revenue. So that's the idea, is if you owe them $1,000, they'll just take it off of the money that you earn until you work it off. Oh man, this is just not good. It really, really isn't. Elon Musk, all over Google. And take that shit over to, yeah, I said the S word right at the end of the video. I'm taking a chance. As always, if you like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. I mean, it does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. If you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down, and I'll bend it in half and twist it. Break it off in your... I'd say the word, but I'm pushing my luck now with the new rules. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, obviously that would be fantastic now, wouldn't it? But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. I hope everybody's having, a happy new year so far. I'm not, because I'm starting off my year like every year. I'm entering my 5th year. So it'll be 5 years for me on YouTube. Come Halloween of this year will be 5 years. So I'm entering my 5th year. Yeah. And it just keeps getting harder and harder. First it was the co-pack thing with the kids. Everybody was freaking out. Just I can't keep track of all the changes. It's really frustrating. Hopefully it kind of works out, but there's already supposedly some people who have just lost their channels completely this year, and we've barely made it halfway through the month. So we'll just kind of have to see how things play out. But a couple of YouTubers now are starting to talk about this, and I want it to be that small little increment of a change where people are more easily able to tap into this information. If I get 10 views here, he gets 10,000, whatever, spread the word. So that essentially up-and-coming YouTubers that are starting off for the first time are now aware of this, and to just kind of go into it and pretend like you're watching Mr. Rogers. Kid show. Try and really limit, gory stuff like a game like Doom and all that stuff with all the dismemberment. That might be considered 18 plus content now. I don't know. Yeah. So play golf and say nice things. You should be okay. Take care. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll still be around, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next video. Bye for now.